Armenia has no Wi-Fi in any station or any bus, but Armenians are very good for Russians. I don't know about another nations. I don't know, for example, I know that they hate Turkeys. They hate Turkey, and I never see, I only one time, for 6 months, I only one time see one Turkish guy in Armenia, because they are very, very
against
the Turkish. Yes, it's a big problem. So you can use Wi-Fi in any place in Armenia, in the center of the city. You go to any cafe, bar, I don't know, shop or something, ask them Wi-Fi and they gives you. They are very kind people, they are very open people. Georgia and Tbilisi, it's free on the station of bus, yes.
Public places.
Public places.
You lived in?
I never lived in guest houses in Georgia, but I live maybe 2 months in hostel in Armenia. It was strange because it was Indian hostel, so owner is Indian, personnel is Indian, and almost people who live there Indians. It was very funny. I have the pictures in my Instagram because I like to do portraits by my camera. So I have portraits of Indians from Yerevan city. It was students, almost of them. So I don't know, usual hostel, not very clean, but cheap, and cheap. It was cheap. It wasn't in center of the city. It was so far away. Yes, it was away from center, and I have problem with transport to go to center. Only taxi. You can go by bus or by metro, but you go something like half and maybe half an hour or maybe 1 hour. It's very, because it's 7 kilometers. You go 7 kilometers by feet 1 hour, yes. So it is not good with transport, but I like this hostel because there are a lot of kind Indians there. They were very emotionally, and they like me. I like them. I have friends in Tbilisi. I was only 1 day in one room of hostel in Tbilisi. I don't know really, because they have a lot of hostels, a lot of hotels, a lot of apartments for rent, because it's very touristic place. You can see a lot of tourists. At first, the difference between Tbilisi and Yerevan is city of one nation, 2 nations just now, because a lot of Russian just now there, and Tbilisi is megapolis. There are a lot of nations there. You can meet on the streets Europeans, Indians, I don't know which countries. I met in the park in one evening German, USA, Russians, and England people. Just I sit and drink beer, I don't know, and just speak with people, and a lot of countries in Tbilisi. So it's megapolis. It's very different nearby Yerevan. So I forget your question. Less than month, maybe some weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I was 2 times in Georgia in this period, in last period. maybe the first time I was 1 month, and the next time I was maybe 3 weeks. Long period as for me. So I was 2 weeks in Tbilisi. I like it, but it was some expensive for me. It is not expensive city, but I have no money usually, and when you have no money and you have no job, you cannot live long in this city. So I had job 3 days. I was color enter to the new club to black paint, and it was my only job in Tbilisi. But when I was in Batumi, I was there maybe 3 weeks because I met my friend from Batumi. He's Belarusian guy, but he live in Batumi, and I met him. It was case, I don't know why I met him, because it's only one person that I know in Batumi, but when I work I met him, and Batumi.
Batumi, where is Batumi?
Batumi is yes, Georgian city. It's the second largest city in Georgia. Yes, very touristic because it's nearby the sea. It's on the sea. So I live there a lot of time because they have a lot of bars. They have a lot of Russian-speaking people from Ukraine, from Russia, and from Belarus, and I have job there because I go to bar or cafe and play guitar at evening, and people looking, listen, and go to drink beer. It was my job to people come for listen my music and my songs. So and I can do it. I did it some days, some weeks in one place. It was fun, and I have money, and I have no problem, and I have apartments to live, my friends' apartments, free for me.
You were living free there?
Yes, I live free there. Yes. It is expensive city, but
Batumi is expensive?
Batumi is more expensive than Tbilisi. Yes, it's
How
touristic.
many days you lived in Batumi?
One time maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks one time and 2 weeks second time. I think so, something like this.